And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Kevin Harlan here along with Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, David Aldridge on our sideline. It's our pleasure to welcome in the sports guy, Bill Simmons, to our broadcast for a second straight year. It's an honor to have you here courtside.
I'm just excited that I got brought back. I felt like I was on Brook Lopez on the one-year contract last year, and then now you've invited me back.
It's
another one-year contract.
You've reinvented yourself, though.
Yeah.
You can hit outside comments.
I tried to expand my range, but so we'll see. We'll take it year by year.
We can't wait to hear it. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. You take a look at Los Angeles, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, the Warriors, 2.5 games back.
You know, for Los Angeles, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got the Professor. He's out there with Shake and Bake. Bulldozer is out there with Prez. And it's Flowers in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Brooks is out there with the Machine. And it's Brady in at the 2. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Klay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No, they're going back in their primes.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
this is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Klay and Michael would win because Michael Thompson he was really good back in the day. I don't think Del Curry and Steph Curry could have handled him with a low post. I think if they were playing now, I think Curry's would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't have put him in the corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Flowers the pass to Lewis. Poke loose. Pass to the Professor. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The wing jumper off target.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deal.
Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning
young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
There's the pass to the Machine. Brady, Lewis covering. Stolen by Lewis. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Brady passes to Brooks. Comes up empty down low.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change, which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside. And
it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters, and that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92 to 89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter. No matter how you're going to get them, you still need somebody who can do that too.
ABC's checked in for the Warriors. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They got to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they made the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertson, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked about.
Oh yeah,
my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the
Fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh,
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Wheeler, the pass to Sampson. Here's the bulldozer. That one, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Back to Johnson. Pass to ABC. Humphries with it. No points in the game yet for him. Johnson, the pass to Humphries. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Wheeler. Connects from 3-point range.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's ABC. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Sampson. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Passes it to the machine. Will it go? And it's blocked. Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Johnson. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Sampson. Here's Wheeler. And finally, that one's good. Clutch has got 5 now.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
From deep 3-point range, that shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where are people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden, it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up,
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Clutch. Richardson is out there with the bulldozer, and it's Sampson in at the point guard position.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes in basketball so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title. And it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with me, with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
And Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He's like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut, I'm in LA, and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running The Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Here's Lewis. The Warriors making the shot. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Los Angeles leads by 1.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's the machine. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
he is
he was.
Otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with
I love it, too. Don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over. discipline.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the Americans think.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out on that.
Yeah. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Lewis.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Cross passes to Brady. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
1:36 left here in the second. Wheeler, the pass to Prez. The pass to Wheeler. And it's blocked. Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime
I
you
want
want.
to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And, Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Los Angeles. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at the professor, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Hope they get it back. Here's the machine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here's Lewis. He has 6. From deep, the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen the professor really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The machine is out there with Brooks, and it's Brady in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Now here's Lewis. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. The Warriors trail. Down low, stolen by Lewis. Launches it. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
To the wing right side. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cross. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 5. Prez, no good. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now the spotlight usually is on the head coach. Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on the staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he has a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
Lewis gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Brooks outside. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Brooks has got 7 points. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Flowers. Here's the professor. Brooks covering. The professor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
The professor. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Warriors trail by 6. Passes it to the machine. Tipped away. All by himself. Here's Lewis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Tuesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Warriors trail by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's first.
Cross passes to Brady. Shot clock at 6. Another 3 for Golden State.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And there's the pass to the Bulldozer. Here's the Professor. Humphries with the steal. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Brady. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Lewis outside. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Can't get it to fall.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Cross passes to the machine. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads up to just 1 point on the basket from Cross.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Stay with me, you know, yeah. Home for a while, then back on road. I'm gone, come back and claim my throne. You mad, you gone.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Well, you look at the Professor, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's Sampson. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Tiny. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's the Professor. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Flowers. Bucket is good. And Los Angeles leads by 3.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Passes to Tiny. "13 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Humphries. That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Now the pass to the Bulldozer. Here's the Professor. Buries the long-range jumper. The Professor's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Pass to the machine. That's tipped. He's all alone. Here's the Professor. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's ABC. Richardson cover. It's hauled in by Richardson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. And there's another turnover by the Warriors.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
"19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's the Professor. He's guarded by Johnson. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's Sampson. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got the Bulldozer. The Professor out there with Richardson. And it's Sampson in at the 2. Johnson can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 11. Passes it to the Professor. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Flowers the pass to Sampson. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Here's the machine. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
The Professor passes to Richardson. The pass to the Professor. From deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We've seen the Professor really having a great game.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And no good.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
To the left wing, pass to Flowers, kicks it to Lewis. Inside, the bulldozer takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Pass to Lewis. And the layup falls. And Los Angeles leads by 19.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Brady passes to the machine. It's stolen by Prez.
Screen coming.
Pass to the bulldozer.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Warriors trail by 21. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Brady, 6 on the shot clock. It's Brooks on the wing. He dishes it to Humphries. No good off the back of the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Lewis outside. Knocked loose. Here's the professor. Shoots the three. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Cross passes to Brooks. Here's Brady. And the Warriors miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now Prez. Flowers the pass to Prez. Let's go. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the professor.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
The finish. Finished off the break. The professor's got 31.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the basket is good.
Cross!
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.